name is Noah.
Give it up for Noah. Noah's next. All right, Noah, what's up?
First off, it's an honor to meet you. This is my first time in Hall H.
I see your first Hall H?
Yeah.
How long, and what shows did you go to today?
The Peacemaker panel and...
Was that here in Hall H?
Yes.
Did John Cena or something? Cena, sorry. Fucking, I did this to his face once and he was like, Cena. I'm not a watch wrestling. So did John Cena wear the fucking outfit?
He did.
God damn it, that guy's got so much spirit, man. Like, I like his enthusiasm for a thing. I've seen him do press and shit. And one time I interviewed him, because for years, about 5 years straight, I used to interview people out on the IMD boat in the water and shit. So everyone who came through Comic-Con came through the boat. So I got to interview a bunch of fucking people. And I'll never forget, like, interviewing him. Again, I don't watch wrestling and shit, so I was unfamiliar with the man's work. But I was real charmed by him, and he was the only other person I've ever met who was wearing jorts at the same time as me. And I was like, look at you. I said, you got jorts? And he goes, I got my own brand of jorts. Made me feel fucking small. But yes, so, but yeah, man, fucking, so how was the panel? Did they show an episode?
Yeah.
They did? Did they, on the Peacemaker panel, did they show an episode?
No.
Did you say you were at the Peacemaker panel?
You got me.
Now I'm having one of those moments where I'm like, maybe I'm just high. Did you mention the Peacemaker panel?
I did.
So you were there?
I was.
Did they show an episode of Peacemaker?
Only a glimpse.
Well, that's different than what you said before.
Yeah.
Fair enough. I'm glad we got to the bottom of that, though. So you saw a piece. They didn't show a whole episode, but they showed some footage. Right on. How was the panel?
It was fantastic. Like, blew my mind.
Oh, shit. Now compare it to this panel. What is this blowing for you?
Everything.
That's because I'm a full-service entertainer. Anyway, over to you. I'm so glad. Welcome, man. And we need more of you. We always need a first-timer and shit. Stan Lee, the guy we were speaking about and we'll be talking about for time immemorial, once very famously said that every comic book is somebody's first comic book. So every con is somebody's first con, and every Hall H panel or Hall H is somebody's fucking first Hall H. And this year it's you. You're the king of Comic-Con. We've been waiting for you.
Thank you.
Welcome. Welcome to the tribe. All right, what do you want to know?
Okay, so my question, I'm gonna keep this short. Out of all...
Don't worry about that. I'm going to give you a long-ass fucking answer.
Okay, so out of all superheroes, either Marvel or DC, which one do you like the most?
I mean, the go-to answer for me is always Batman, because Batman was my first superhero when I was a kid. The Adam West Batman was in reruns when I was a child. And so, you know, TV wasn't what it is now, and TV isn't what it was like 2 years ago and shit. But back in the day, like, you didn't have your own personal TV everywhere or anything like that. So we had a big TV that was more a piece of furniture in the living room. But we had like a small black and white, like 8-inch television with rabbit ears that was in the kitchen that was designated as like, this is Kevin's television. And so it was where like my toys were and shit, and where my favorite, kitchen's my favorite room in the house. So they put my toys right there and shit. So I could play, get food, play and shit. And then they put the TV there, and so every day after school from kindergarten forward, I would come home and watch Batman. They'd have it on for an hour from 3 to like 4 o'clock and stuff. It was structured, built my day, and it also built my morality. I was raised Catholic, and in the Catholic Church, they try to force morality down your throat. Like, be good for Jesus or else you're going to hell and shit like that. Most of my morality came from reading comic books. Like, that's what made me want to be good. Not because, like, somebody might send me to hell one day, just because these people made being good seemed like the right thing to do. Made people feel good when you were being good and shit like that. So comics have always kind of played that role for me, man, as far back as that. The first comic book superhero I saw in print was Batman. And since I knew him from the TV show and all the villains and whatnot, oddly enough, I saw the show before I actually saw a comic. Saw a comic book for the first time, or a Batman comic book, I think when I was 4.5. My father took me to get a haircut at a barber shop and shit. And I was so little, they put a board on the arms of the fucking chairs so they could reach my hair. But I was a kid, I guess, and was frightened by the idea of this smoky place, old men, this is scary and shit. And so I was nervous about going toward the chair. It looked like a dental thing, so I didn't want no part of it. And my father was like, I'll get my haircut first so he can see what it looks like and stuff. And the barber, whose name was Vinny the Barber, was like, he told me, he goes, under the TV, there's some comic books. And so I went over to the fucking TV he had in his like waiting room, and there was a stack of comic books, and there was like Hot Stuff, The Little Devil, and fucking Sad Sack and shit like that. And then when I went through those, the first comic is that Neil Adams, first Batman comic I ever saw. The Neil Adams cover where the Joker is oversized and Batman's hanging on that card. It's a very famous cover that escapes me right now, the number and shit. But that was the first Batman comic I actually opened up and read, and I was like, oh my God, like, as much as I thought I knew the story of Batman from watching the Adam West Batman and whatnot, there were characters I was unfamiliar with, and he looked cooler, you know, he had longer ears and stuff. And so I asked Vinny the Barber, can I take this home? And my dad, I remember, was so embarrassed. He was like, don't ask people for free shit. So I never did for the rest of my life. But then I got in the entertainment business, and now they just give you free shit. And my father's dead, so I can't tell him, you were fucking wrong. So